Welcome to PINGALA, the online portal for assessing all the facilities and services of IITK on a single platform. If you are a registered user of the system, enter your username and password and log in into the system. In case you have not been registered yet, click on this link given below and register yourself with PINGALA. Here we shall discuss the ADD-OROP facility in the registration process and how it can be achieved with the help of PINGALA. Link to the application. Once you log in into the system PINGALA, you will reach the dashboard of the system, onto which the left-hand side covers different types of links. Click on the link Academic Management and then click on the link Student Add and Drop Application. Now this is the link which will actually initiate the process of the ADD-OROP feature in the registration process, and this link will take you to the ADD-OROP page. Here the screen shares the view of the ADD-OROP page. The screen here reflects the ADD-OROP scenario for students. This will help them to know how to go about the procedure of adding or dropping the courses, and that too through PINGALA. The students who have already pre-registered with the system before can use this ADD-OROP feature easily. On the screen, there are various tabs like Request Course, Show Backlog, Progress, Template, Gradesheet, Form Submit, etc. We shall be discussing all of them one by one. To add a course, click on the tab 1, that is Request Course. Request course. When a student has to request a course, the above screen is reflected, which details about the selection of course, course type, nature of course, and remarks, if any, to be added. After this selection is done, the student can request, that is, click on the Request tab and request his or her desired courses. The student can also opt for a facility called Request with Prerequisite Waiver if the course has one. Once done, the request when added, it will also show another screen which is shown below that would enlist the complete details of the courses. For prerequisite waiver, there has to be a condition. The students opting for such facility shall get their request accepted only if number 1, the instructor, and number 2, the DUGC or the DPGC of the department approves it. Only after that, their form status with the prerequisite waiver will be accepted. There are few conditions for the add and drop facility on the registration process. They are: what if the student is registered with normal credit load? How he or she can add or drop the courses? For example, here, the student is pre-registered in normal load, say with 36 credits, and the maximum credit limit shown for this particular case is 65, which is yet to be reached by the student. Then in such a case, the student can request course or number of courses and get it accepted by the instructor. The maximum credit limits for a particular case would be decided as per the type of program and the current status, that is the current academic status of the student. So it would always differ for every and each individual. Condition 2. Students registered with full credit load. If the student is pre-registered in full load, like for this example, say 36 credits, and the maximum credit limit is 38, is yet not reached, then in such case, the student has to drop a course. This drop request has to be accepted by the instructor, and after that a credit space has to be generated. Once this is done, after that the student can choose a course for the form submission by accepting the declaration on the screen given and then add a new course with the Request Course tab. How to drop a course? In such a case, like shown on the screen, first the student has to decide about dropping a course, then click on the Drop tab, which is actually initiated for an accepted course. then this request of dropping the course has to be accepted by the instructor. This would in turn generate a credit space. His registered credits will be reduced and thus generate a space, and after that he can choose another course and add it, and which shall again be accepted by the particular instructor. So this would complete the process of dropping a course and adding a new instead. Now what if the course status is shown as waiting? In such cases, like as shown on the screen, here the status of the course for which the student has applied is waiting. The student here can only take an action of withdrawing the request until and unless the instructor accepts it. Once the instructor accepts his course request, the status of the course is changes to accepted, and after that only the student can just drop the course. No other action is permitted. What if the course status is accepted? In such a case, when the instructor accepts the course request, the status is changed to accepted. It is to be noted that only thesis courses can be withdrawn. All other accepted courses can only be dropped with the help of this drop tablet. After add request is accepted, the student can now submit the form, which is then approved by the DUGC or the DPGC of the department. So this was all about, we had discussed about the adding of a course with request course tab. Another tabs to discuss is like show backlog. The screen now shares the complete backlog list pertaining to particular year, semester, program, branch and the courses with the course scores and the grades earned for a particular example. Now with this screen, the student can see the backlog details once he or she clicks on the links and get a complete detailed analysis of where he or she stands. The next tab is show progress. With the student add and drop application, the student progress template can be seen, which details the student's credentials like roll number, program, CPI, the department, course credits, etc. and also would highlight the information related to students' credits which are required for graduation, the credits earned in the current semesters and the deficit that he or she has to cover up. So this will show the progress of the student entire way and till date. The add drop page. Well, now we will be discussing about the show template. Here, this template reflects the courses of previous and new semesters as per the particular branch. Here, the color coding describes the student's academic status. Right here, red is for failed, green for cleared, orange for pending, and yellow is like the offered courses in the particular semester. So this will completely give an idea to a student how or where she stands or he stands and how they have to proceed further. Grade sheet. Clicking on this link would enable a student to view his or her academic status of previous semesters, grades and the current pre-registered courses. That is, a complete scenario of the academic performance can be seen in a single go. Form submit. Now this particular screen would reflect only the list of accepted courses. So before submitting the form, please check the list of accepted courses and then click on the submit button. Once the student clicks on the submit button, an OTP is sent on the IITK email ID or the registered mobile number with the system PINGALA. Enter this OTP and click on the submit button, and with this your form gets submitted further. In this add drop feature facility, we have also added the FAQs or the helpline, like in case the user finds any trouble in the add drop process, he or she can click on this help page to see the FAQs and also contact us in case it is not resolved. I mean, the problem is not resolved to the various departments like PINGALA or the DOA office. So use this feature of add and drop, and with this you can easily register for your current semester courses. Thank you.